All right, what's going on? So in this module, I'm going to show you how to engage the pelvic floor in a posterior tilt and sync it with the breath. The reason why we focus on using a posterior tilt, or some people might call it a pelvic tuck, is because in a lot of ab exercises, we keep the spine and pelvis in a certain position while we move around the legs in order to keep the back safe. So I'll show you how it's done, and there's really three different aspects to focus on. You're going to start knees bent, feet flat, and I want you to understand that there's two positions. There's a neutral pelvis, which is where I'll have a little bit of space underneath my lower back. It's similar to if I were just standing up or sitting. I can fit my whole hand underneath here. We'll call that a neutral pelvis. Then there is, we can either call it a posterior tilt or a tucked pelvis. Same thing, but it's essentially rotating the pelvis towards me, pubic bone towards my head, so that there's now no space underneath my lower back. And what we're going to do is we're going to now sync the breath and the abdominals with that movement of the pelvis. We're going to exhale and draw the belly button slightly in and up as we go into that posterior tilt, aka flattening the lower back towards the floor. And I want you to do it without gripping the glutes. We want it to come from the abdominals. So take an inhalation in your neutral spine, your neutral pelvis. You can even practice holding on to the sides of your ribs like you did in the breathing exercise video where you were sitting either on a chair or on a ball. You can inhale into the side body, inhale into the base of the pelvis, and then exhale. Draw the abdominals in and up, tuck the pelvis, and then inhale, go back. Breathe laterally, breathe downward. Exhale. And that's essentially it. It's a subtle movement, but there's a lot of subtleties in this type of work. And you'll notice when you start to do some more of the abdominal exercises, how you hold your pelvis, how you breathe. It's going to affect how you feel in the actual movement.